guys, this is my holy grail lip liner. This is really gross, but I always lick the corner of my thumb. My butt actually lifted. Like, I took before and after photos. It actually lifted. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a pretty casual video. I am going to be doing a get ready with me life update. I'm going to be just chatting about what I've been up to, getting a little bit more personal. So if you want to put this on in the background and listen, please feel free, or if you want to watch, I'll be showing you how I do my makeup. First things first, I'm wearing my hair straight. I actually got a haircut, I got bangs. I probably look a little different. I actually style them with a roller, so I'm going to pop these in before I start my makeup. If you haven't watched my 6-month curly girl update, I announced that I was quitting the curly girl routine. I know, but yeah, I'll leave a card up here, so watch it whenever you want. It just explains why. And I'm wearing my hair straight today. Yesterday I, for the first time ever, properly blow dried my hair with my Babyliss big hair hairdryer. And then I slept in a silk wrap, so it kind of helped keep the sleekness. And I like it. Okay, so I'm going to start with my foundation. I don't usually have foundations this fancy, but it was a gift. I don't have a concealer, so I just use my foundation as my concealer. I'm not a beauty YouTuber, I'm not a makeup artist, so don't judge my makeup skills. I just do what makes me look nice. I have had quite a few changes lately. I've moved house. This is my bedroom, all on my own, a 1-bedroom flat in a town where I literally know nobody, so it's been quite a shock to the system, especially with the pandemic as well. Like, just suddenly, you know, not being able to go out and meet people has been kind of hard. Since I graduated, I obviously spent a year at my mum's house. I originally wanted to move to London to pursue acting, and then I just felt I wasn't really ready for London yet. But I really like this little town where I've moved. I don't know if I should say where I live, probably not, I don't know. I'll keep that to myself for now. Some family members are not too far away, so I figured this would be a nice little pit stop place to move to before I like eventually move somewhere else. I know that I don't want to live in the UK for my whole life. I would love to move actually to Canada, that's like my dream. But for now I'm just sticking it out in England because I don't know how I'm gonna move to Canada yet. I'm sure a plan will come along. I don't really wear too much, by the way. I put on a very thin layer. And I kind of just dab it where it needs it. I don't really cover my whole face. It's been like a year and a half since I graduated, and it's been quite hard kind of going into reality. I don't know if anyone's watching who also graduated last year and is feeling like the massive come down that comes after university. At least if you've enjoyed your time at university, like coming out and like going back to reality is like a come down, particularly because I had like the time of my life at university. The time of my life, like it was the best time I've ever had. My social life finally like skyrocketed. I had a terrible teenagehood, by the way. It wasn't terrible, but I wasn't a very social butterfly during being a teenager, and I was very didn't have a lot of friends. Anyway, long story short, had a great time at uni. So coming out of that and going back to my like hometown to live with my mum, where I don't have like any friends. I know nobody back home. Like, I don't have like back home friends. Like, a lot of my friends at uni would be like, they'd go home and they'd be like, oh, I'm seeing like my friends from home. And it's like, oh, I don't have any friends from home. Like, I have 1 or 2 friends in London who I don't see very often. Suddenly my social life just plummeted and I got a little bit down. I think everybody did, and obviously with the pandemic and that. And then there's like the anxiety that comes with graduating, of like not knowing if you're gonna get a job and like job security. Anyway, the world is fucked. Excuse my language, but it is. And I think we're just having to find ways around it. I'm not going to talk about it too much because, yeah, I'm not going to talk about it too much because obviously everyone's talking about it at the moment. So yeah, I moved here about a month ago now. I was only here for 2 weeks, and then I went on a very last minute trip to Europe. I went to, well, Europe. We're meant to be leaving the European Union, but I don't know what's happening with that. Anyway, so I went to Italy and France basically for a theatre show, for an acting job. I'm going to actually speak about that in my next video. I'm going to do like an acting update on my life. So I'll speak more about that in the next video. Okay, so I've just done one colour over my lids. I'm just going to do a little darker shade on like the outer flick. and I literally just got back like a couple days ago, so I'm kind of just resettling in. So yeah, during that whole year after graduating, I literally just worked on YouTube, and now I'm here. It's very weird living on my own, but I kind of like having my own space. I mainly moved for work purposes. I actually was looking for the perfect place where I could have like a separate living room to film YouTube videos, because a lot of places I was seeing were like studios where your bedroom and your living room is in the same room, but I was like, I can't have that. Seeing as I work from home, like I will get cabin fever, I will go stir crazy. So it was very important that I found a flat that had a separate living room to the bedroom, and that the living room was big enough to like make a filming space. It took me a while to find this place, and I actually originally, they were like no, like I put an offer in, like obviously I offered to pay the full amount, not to buy it but to rent it, and they were originally like no, because they didn't trust like what I did as a living. And obviously being a YouTuber, I don't have that many records of like payments. I don't get paid the same amount every month, like it's always different, it's always like but I basically had like savings to cover myself for a year, so I had to really push for this place. Like it was not easy, it was like a lot of back and forth, a lot of faff. Like I had to get a guarantor even though I was paying, like I had the money to pay. Anyway, long story short, it was hard, but I got here and I live here, and it's really weird. But I will say it's a bit lonely. Like obviously I've lived with people for the past 3 years, so now I'm all alone. Okay, I'm now just going to line my waterline with this really pretty like green liner. During this time, I've just been trying to find ways to work on myself and like do things that I've always wanted to do, that like say in a year's time I can say, oh hey, I learned this, or I'm good at this now. So like you may have noticed throughout, since like in 2020, I've like taken up dancing again. I was trying to learn how to shuffle, which I took up a couple years ago, and then I kind of stopped because I'd never had a place to practice, and then I started again, and now obviously I can't really do it anymore because I don't have a space to dance in this flat, and like I don't want to annoy the neighbours downstairs because it's a lot of like jumping about. But I did learn how to rollerblade. I made a video about that, and I bought a skateboard as well. I tried to teach myself to skateboard, which I can now do pretty confidently. I did have a bad fall though, which kind of knocked my confidence. But I do my waterline really weird, like I don't know, I feel like everyone does their waterline really weird. I've been trying to read more. I'm terrible though, like I'm one of those people who will sit down with a book and get distracted within 5 minutes and like get bored. But if I'm reading like a good book, sometimes I get really into it. And I'm also the sort of person that will start books and like very rarely finish them. I'm just doing my mascara now. I hate that the lighting keeps changing, I'm so sorry. I really like books about self-development, the law of attraction, manifestation. I know that there's a lot of controversy about that, and my views on it are I believe it but not fully. I do use some manifestation techniques to help me achieve my goals, but I don't religiously follow it as a lot of hardcore people do. And I also started working out when the lockdown like started, pretty much like when we were in full lockdown a couple months ago. I started the Chloe Ting booty challenge. Oh, by the way, I usually only do my top lashes. I don't know why, I just don't like how it looks when I do my bottom lashes. I'm now doing my eyebrows with a very little brush and a brown eyeshadow. This is really gross, but I always lick the corner of my thumb, and then I use the saliva to wet the brush. Maybe that's normal, I don't know, but I've done it for years. And then I dip the brush in the powder. So I don't know if that's really gross, but it's always worked for years. So, and then I use like my saliva and the powder to do my eyebrows. So, you know, maybe I should get an eyebrow gel, but this works for me, so I've always done it. So yeah, I did the 5-week booty challenge. I actually stuck to it. I stuck to the full 5 weeks. I did like pretty much every day scheduled as it was scheduled. And of course she has rest days scheduled in as well. But like my butt actually lifted. Like I took before and after photos. It actually lifted. My abs were kind of more defined. My legs were also more defined, like my thighs. It was actually like rounder, like the muscle was protruding slightly more. And it was the first time I've ever stuck to like a workout challenge and seen results. So I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like I've got to keep on doing this. I kind of like took a break for a couple months and probably lost everything that I built. But then after I moved here, I joined the gym for the first time ever. I'd never stepped foot in a gym before, and it was really scary going there for the first time, but I was like, do you know what, I want to do weight training. I want to like get really fit. I want to use my body to the best of its ability and just, you know, get a big peachy bum, like try and build some hips, because I have pretty straight like hips, like I don't have a lot of shape, so I just wanted to like work on my body and sculpt it. So obviously like I started the gym for about a week, and then obviously I had to go to Italy, so then I had to freeze my membership, and I obviously can't go there even though I'm back because I'm self-isolating, so like that's a month without the gym. Since I've come back, I've just been doing some home workouts again, which I've got to admit, I don't like home workouts as much as like going to the gym. I just get bored at home. I like being around people who are also working out, and like being in the environment of the gym like makes me more motivated, and like getting to use all the machines and stuff. Some people prefer working out at home, obviously, if people are like self-conscious and stuff, which I totally understand. It is kind of, even for me, like I'm not like a total beginner, but I'm like, it was scary like going there. But yeah, I go to Pure Gym if anyone's wondering. They've got like really good cleaning regulations in place. I recently like plucked my eyebrows really quite thin. I don't know if they don't look that bad, but I've been watching so much Baywatch. I am in love with Pamela Anderson. Like I think she is like the hottest woman. At least like she's 50 something now, but like when she was like back in her 20s, oh my god, she was so like sometimes I question my sexuality. But yeah, so she has like these really thin eyebrows, and I was like so inspired by it, obviously like the 90s eyebrows. Anyway, so that's my brows done. Again, this is a Laura Mercier, this was a gift. I don't tend to spend too much money on makeup. I'm not a big makeup person. Oh, by the way, all my makeup fits into one box. I'm very minimal with my makeup. It's great because it saves space, but I'm just quite simple with it. Ooh, so I just put the powder like under my eyes to set under my eyes, and just like my T-zone. Well, this is a foundation powder. It's not like a setting powder or a translucent. It's like an actual like coloured powder. I feel like moving to this new place was like an opportunity to start my life kind of fresh and change some of my bad habits. Just kind of limiting what social media I used. I deleted TikTok. That's a whole big story that I'd like to talk about, but well, it's not a story, but it's just like my reasonings for deleting it. Like TikTok is so toxic. Yes, there are some really like great comedians and funny people and like helpful life hacks, I don't know, but that app is designed to waste your time. And also I found that I started comparing myself to these like gorgeous like teenage girls who were like making these videos and thinking, oh my god, I'm 24 and I'm like, I feel like I'm less valued than like this 14-year-old beautiful girl. And I don't know, it just honestly I would encourage anyone to delete it. Just don't use it. Like it's such a time waster. It doesn't do any, like, I don't know, I even made a video on it that did really well, but I found myself getting sucked into this world and like going down this negative spiral. I was like, oh my god. And like the people on it are so vain. Like maybe I was just in the wrong part of TikTok, but it seemed like the videos I was suggested were like, just made me feel crap about myself. And I was like, why the fuck am I watching this? So I deleted it, and I would strongly advise anyone else to delete it too. Just get it out of your life. Oh, I'm just using some blush. This is a Bare Minerals. This was also a gift. The perks of having friends who work at like makeup counters. It's making no difference on camera. I still look washed out. Oh, I just put some lip balm on. I always put lip balm a little bit on before doing my lip liner. I don't know why, but I only tend to wear lip liners. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've just found my perfect colour, and like I find lip sticks can sometimes be a bit smudgy. Guys, this is my holy grail lip liner colour. Oh wait, no. It's not this one. Where is it? Hello? Oh, it's here. Okay. This is my all-time favourite lip liner. It's the NYX Toulous. The only colour that like suits my lips for every occasion. I've lost this like 3 times. I've had to repurchase this because I take it everywhere. I can't tell while I'm doing this. Oh, I've done this bit bigger than that bit. And then I just fill in my lips with the pencil. Like I don't even use like glosses or lipsticks. I literally, the pencil is all I use. So this is the colour that I wear for everything. I wear it in like almost all my videos. I don't know if it's just for my complexion, but it just goes with everything. It's close enough to like a natural colour, but with a little bit more juiciness, that it's my all-time favourite. And I haven't found a colour that I prefer yet. And also the formula, like, it doesn't smudge too much. I tried a sleek one, which is kind of similar but a bit more brown, and the sleek ones smudge so much more easier, and I just found that it was like gone within a couple of hours. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna take out my my little fringe now so you can see. This is also very Pamela Anderson inspired. She has like this cute fringe that's so bouncy and I love it. 90s Barbie doll kind of look with the whole bouncy bangs. It's also very like Disney princess. I just love this look. I feel like it's gonna make a comeback. These bouncy bangs. That's me done. Here's a little close-up of my makeup. Very just simple. My skin looks like a white sheet right now, but I promise you there is some colour on my cheeks. Here's my hair, by the way. Look how long it's getting. It's really getting long, especially now it's straight, like you can really see. And I also flicked in the ends to do that blow dry look. It was nice to like actually catch you guys up on some of the things in my life that I've been doing and been interested in, and just stuff really. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos and you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you're doing in your life. I also have an acting Instagram and I have my personal Instagram, Snapchat, so follow me elsewhere and I will see you in the next one. Bye.